Second. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item that we've been discussing is a sewer line bid.
Yeah, we put this out for bid, got 3 different quotes back. I don't have it with me, but I do have the winning bids, resume and project. I mean, it's a pretty impressive portfolio that they had, very professional. They were actually the one that actually came on site as well, so we have a pretty good comfort level with what they had. I mean, their spreadsheet of projects in the Nebraska everywhere is pretty impressive, so I think they'll do a good job. Plus, there was a little bid, so.
Any other questions, comments?
Jim's here if there's any other comments for him.
Entertain a motion to approve. So moved. It's been moved by Councilman McMillan that we approve the bid from Lane Inliner LLC in the amount of $81,668. And it was seconded by Councilman Audi. Any further discussion?
I do have one question. What's the time frame we're looking at right now?
Great question. Now, Jim, do you know when they're looking at doing it?
Right now, that's up to the bidder's discretion, but I would anticipate within the next couple months.
And would there be any service disruptions while they're,
Be very slight. Most of these companies are used to working nights and weekends, and where this is the downtown business area, it'll be very limited disruption.
thanks.
Those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. Next item on your agenda is the dump truck.
So this is that, the dump flatbed international that we were eyeballing on Purple Wave. It was on the auction website, so we did end up getting it. The purchase price was the $19,500. There is a fee on, so we went a little bit over, but it's one of those where it's like, to find that combination of what we wanted. We don't buy new trucks and transportation. We try to stick with used and, to find that, the low mileage. And again, it's our everyday work truck. It used to be a water truck. We're not gonna use it for that. It's an automatic. I felt like it's gonna be a good machine for us and a lot cheaper than you'd ever try to buy a new one for. So we got 50,000 miles on it, and so it's just broke in.
So you basically need a motion for us to approve the overage, is that it? or-
Just approve the purchase.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
It's been moved by Councilman Graybon that we approve the purchase of a dump truck for $21,453.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ponto. Is there any discussion? No discussion, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda this evening is Ron Sporleder retirement recognition. Now, guess what? We've got a proclamation.
Yeah.
So, whereas from time to time, the governing body has the opportunity to pause its legislative duties to recognize one of those who makes a unique impact on this organization. And whereas Ronnie Sporleder was a type of employee who makes a tremendous impact day in and day out. And whereas Ronnie's ability to get the job done with very little fanfare or recognition has earned the respect of those he works with, not to mention those he works for. And whereas Ronnie's ability to deal with multiple tasks at one time, whereas Ronnie's keen attention to detail and tenacious desire to do things accurately each and every time will be missed in the electric department. And whereas Ronnie is to be commended for having been with the City of Beloit for over 43 years. Now, therefore, the governing body of the City of Beloit, Kansas, does hereby recognize the retirement of Ron Sporleder and does by this official decree hereby proclaim April 4th, 2017 as Ronald Sporleder Day. Ronnie, thank
My
you.
day. So I only had the chance to know Ron for a few months, but it was a pretty awesome few months, and so I really enjoyed, just thinking of how much effort and care he had about the city, and his baby was the electric, and I think it still is, and I know if I had a question or get stuck, I still got his number at least on my phone. So we wanted to give you this plaque here, I guess, as just a small token reminder of our appreciation for you, and I know the council's appreciation for you. And then, you know, I know you're hard-headed, and the guys and I kind of thought that we'd at least give you this kind of as a token of, you know, I don't know if you need it or not, or you even have to wear it,
I
but.
never wore a hard.
I know, that's what. I don't know, I just figured you put it on the shelf.
Put it on, Ronnie.
He's married now,
So-
better wear it.
Let's see it, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Get my booty hat. Thank you, boy, for letting me work for you guys. You guys have supported me, and I think we did get a lot of things done. And there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna have to be done by somebody else. When I was interviewing Jason, I thought he'd be a good fit here because he has a banking background, because the electrical stuff and the water is gonna cost a lot of money. Somewhere, somebody's gonna have to be creative to come up with a way to pay for it. And I guess if there's anything else gotta be said, if these guys came down here to see me accept this, they can talk.
We don't have enough time for that.
Next time, dress up.
Nope. Well, Lloyd, I've known you for a long time, and I thank you.
Thank you, Ronnie.
You guys too. I haven't known you very long, I've known your father-in-law.
Yes, you too.
Honey, I've known you for a long time too, things like.
Thank you, Ron, I appreciate it.
You can bother me, but I'm starting fishing on June 6th.
I'll know where to find you.
On April 6th.
Again, thank you, Ronnie, for all your efforts for our community.
When is that effective?
Pardon?
When is that effective?
It was effective March 20,
Oh, so you're already
First.
done.
I'm done.
Well,
we're just that nice, we make them come back.
Next item on the agenda this evening is adjournment. Moved by Councilman Fonso that we adjourn, second. Second by Councilman McMillan. Those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. We're stand adjourned. Katie, do you have anything at this time?
No, I sure don't. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much. Jason? Okay. We'll go into the discussion items, and it's hopped up golf cart.
Yeah. You guys, you know, had some interest on it in the last meeting, and Dave and Katie and I have talked about it, and included a few ordinances and comments from Katie about it. I even scrubbed up the ordinance from my previous town, kind of gave us some ideas. Yeah, the simplicity side of me just says, you know, here's kind of what we use right now as far as a permitting, you know, form, kind of what they're having to fill out right now. Kind of what, you know, Dave's checklist is. So I mean, I think, my mind, you know, what the legal side as far as how we do it is just, you know, potentially just adding golf carts to the ATV, UTV, and whatever the other, it's considered an off-road. You know, you're telling me different things, but I thought it was an off-road vehicle or something, but, so, we'll figure we can discuss away.
Okay, currently, can the current ordinance, can they be ridden at night because they have the lights? Because I seen in the proposed one he had, it had no sunrise and sunset.
Currently, golf carts cannot be ridden at all on the
Right.
streets.
But the UTVs,
The UTVs can at night. We don't have any
Okay.
sunrise to sunset language in our.
It's just some, yeah.
Some do, but we do not.
Because like for my town example, you didn't have that lights, so that's why.
Are we gonna ask for brake lights, just like we do the UTVs, headlights, brake lights, mirrors?
Yeah, whatever's on that checklist is
Okay.
what we're gonna ask for.
I just got it.
Yeah, that's right, sorry. Yes.
But, okay,
and you're
and
still.
then we're gonna raise it, excuse me, and then we're gonna raise the fee up to $50. I think it should be.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
that's-
I pay 25, but I
Yeah, we had
know these.
I think in the packet, you know, how many we've had, so I mean, we probably just need to tighten it up all around, but yeah, we've had 12 so far this year, so
Yeah, it's not a big
it's
deal.
not that big, yeah.
But if you pay over at the state park, it's $50.
Yeah. I mean, it does take time, you know, we do.
And they don't even take the time to inspect your, when you get your application, like what the police department
Yeah.
does. Just FYI.
You mentioned about not being able to cross state highways. if you have someone that does have a golf cart, what's the situation? I mean, I know at Lions that they allow golf carts down there, but they don't have to cross any major highway to get to their golf course, because it's right on the south edge of town.
It's my understanding that we can allow them to cross. My concern is that safe? And then my other concern is 14. You know, we have a state highway that runs,
Through the middle of town.
right. So you could prevent, or you could prohibit driving on 14, and only allowing to cross it,
Including the ATVs and UTVs,
right? If you, yeah,
if, I mean,
yeah, because
because we don't do that
we
currently.
don't currently, no. I think, and the thought there was, let's kind of see how it goes, and we just haven't had enough of it.
I guess my concern would be liability. If someone does cross Highway 4, or let's say Highway 24, going to the golf course and they get hit, who's liable? Is the city gonna be liable for allowing them to do that? I mean,
No. Do I think it's a good idea for them to do that? No, but it's not our call to legislate that. I mean, there are lots of vehicles out there now, those 49cc bikes, things like that, that are not, you know, we don't have any. My concern is 8th and 24. I mean, we can barely have cars cross that intersection, let alone golf carts trying to go up and over. So,
Well, it's like you stated too, there, like Casey's there on Main Street, there's
It's
a lot of
busy.
activity over there.
yeah, semis and, yeah. So it's gonna be at people's own discretion, kinda like it is now with the ATVs. You know, I don't know, I don't know how many golfers you're gonna have, they're gonna pay the $50, pay insurance, put lights on their cart,
right.
or are they just gonna pay their $150 and store it out there? Most of them are probably just gonna leave it out there. This is probably for your non-golfer that just wants to putt around town, would be my guess.
Yeah, so to speak.
Right.
Other than-
No, that's kind of why I included that picture. I mean, that's, in my town, we had only golf carts, and that's what people would do to them. I mean, that's not, I know it looks crazy, but that's pretty common. People put rims on them and juice them up. I mean, there's not a lot of difference. And it's kind of a hobby. It's kind of it's a novelty for people.
Something to throw money into.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's completely typical.
Is that a racing golf?
I'm not even a guy that's,
There's a Harley Davidson on one of those things, but
yeah. But, so is it I mean, are you guys feeling like we need to maybe put some, like he was mentioning, some areas that are a no-go, or, you know, or should we just leave it open season?
I think we just need to make it known where they're not supposed to be at. Because, you know, it's like, it's nice to, because, you know, I'm the Gator guy.
Mhm.
And so it's nice to drive, just go through the Chautauqua Park, but you gotta get on 14 just a little bit to get down there. But it is 4 lane there, you know, so you go to Chautauqua, then you get right back, and then you get off there as quick as you can. And usually in the evenings, there's not that much traffic. But that's from an experience, Gator driver in the city.
Rules are the rules.
golf carts.
Well, right now,
ask the
that's
police
not
officer
prohibited.
when
Right
they
now,
see
you're
that,
allowed
go
to
ahead and
ride.
go down
Yeah, right now, you're allowed to ride on 14 with your
there. Yeah,
Gator.
because we maintain that piece
Yeah.
of the 14 highways.
I know some communities have put warning signs up along main intersections where they know there's gonna be traffic for vehicles. I've seen golf cart crossings and stuff like that. I don't know if it would make any sense, if that's our main concern on that intersection, to put something along 24 that might indicate, you know,
Well-
be careful for cross, I mean, I'm trying to
Yeah,
think. or-
well, and that's where you run into I mean, we're not even really,
Won't even lower the speed limit there.
we're not even really supposed to, although Dave and I would like to put some stuff up on 8th and 24, and we're kind of thinking about how to do that and get away with it, basically.
Could you
Just
put a large billboard on both sides of the street?
like dangerous, yeah, you know, flashing, but
You could put a little billboard on that driver's truck with the CDL licenses, and then everybody would see it, because that's are the best traffic control devices in town. Because they slow the traffic.
But that is really my concern is 8th and 24.
Yeah.
And right now, we don't address it at all in our current with the UTVs or ATVs.
I'd be a little concerned with, like 14, when you get north of, where the speed limit goes up to 30, them semis, they get to moving pretty quick down here. And that's a narrower street versus down here with it's 4 lanes.
And I-
Some of them trucks.
I don't know if you saw Chanute, they don't allow them on any street that's over 30. So that would take out East 8th because it's 35 for a lot of the way. You would take out, along by the grocery store, but I mean, that's a highway. So that, Asherville Road, I
That
think.
might be.
That might be a good solution.
Asherville Road is what, 35 or 40, something like that.
And I think you get east of the processing. Right there. It's 45.
So that's.
Yeah, it's about Shopko, there is, where it goes to 45 on 14.
Yeah, so basically it would be a restriction of any road, 30, anything up to 30 is allowable, anything